We both care about women, we just have a different understanding of what that might be.
I'm Amanda Ripley. I'm a journalist interested in how the news media can cover conflict differently to make it more useful. I went to an abortion rights rally in Washington, D.C., alongside a producer from Starts With Us.
Putting women into the kitchen, unable to escape.
Be responsible before a baby is conceived, and that won't be a problem.
I ended up talking to the counter-protesters.
I am totally pro-choice. I think that a woman should be able to do whatever she wants with her own body until it hurts or ends the life of another human person.
Understanding what people are thinking is the first step to making conflict useful. Listening deeply and asking different questions could surface something new.
Is there anything you're curious about from the other side that you don't understand?
I don't know why people are under the impression that it is a religious issue. Because I've been an atheist most of my life. And for virtually all the time that I was a really ardent atheist, I was pro-life.
I appreciate you guys listening to the questions and answering them.
I appreciate you asking.
Yeah. We're actually all from Utah, and we're here as a school trip. This is something that's important to me because my mom had her first kid at 18, and so a teen mom and just the struggles. And for me, why it's important that Roe v. Wade stays where it's at is it's options. It's the choice to be able to make that, and to take that away from someone doesn't feel right.
Okay, so you came here because you feel like choices are important. You know how hard it is from your own mom's experience to have a kid, especially when you're young.
I really firmly believe in this cause. I believe that a child in the womb is fully human, just like any of us, and nothing justifies the brutal killing of them.
I missed the beginning. Did you come up here to talk to them, or how did this conversation start?
I mean, yeah, we were just here, and then I asked a question, so...
What did you ask?
Oh, my first question, I think, was what support, in a perfect world, what support would women who, in cases of rape and incest, would have? What support could they have? What support could the children have?
Did you get an answer that you felt like, what was your understanding of the answer?
My understanding is that, from what they were saying, is that there are foundations and programs. Personally, I think if those are already there, and with the statistics of how people who grow up in foster care or grow up in homes where they're the child of rape, they're still not good. And so I don't feel comfortable sending those kids into a world of where they don't have support or don't have support yet. That's not something I'm cool with.
Do you want to respond to that?
She was saying that maybe they're not well known or adequate enough. I don't think that they're not adequate enough. I've heard so many stories of lives that have been changed. I don't really agree with that.
I think everyone also has a different view on things. I've seen a lot of pro-life people that have a different view than I do, where my stance with it falls, and I've also seen a lot of pro-choice people that have a different view on it. So I think us as a society, it's good when we all have conversations like this, because I understand what she understands, what he understands on the pro-life movement, and where they're coming from being pro-choice.
I didn't agree with most of the opinions I would hear, and yet I came away feeling weirdly fulfilled.
Thank you. You're really good at this. You've done this before.
I came away feeling less baffled and threatened and more engaged.
What do you wish journalists understood about what's not happening in their work?
I think I want journalists to understand that it's not all black and white, and because I think a lot of journalists use that idea of things being black and white to divide the nation even more, and I want them to know that we can't come to an understanding, we can't come to a common ground in terms of some aspects of what's going on in politics.
I couldn't help but wonder, what would our country look like if we all listened with more curiosity? Understanding people I don't agree with made me feel like we could have much more constructive fights in this country. Normally, I'm someone who has strong opinions, but I liked showing up this way.
Can I just think about it for 5 seconds?
You can think about it as long as you want, my friend. We're not in a hurry.
It starts with us.